Hi, I'm Tesmiana Jordan, and today I'm here to discuss the successful turnout of the student section this year and how it is affecting the team's play. Today we are interviewing Coach Fabian, Cam Sprankle, and Isaiah Brown. Off to Connor Jacobs.
All right, I'm Connor Jacobs here with Coach Fabian, the head coach of the Armstrong Riverhawks football team, and today I'm going to ask him a few questions. So, Coach, how do you feel the overall environment of the school this year has changed, and how do you feel that has affected your players' play on Friday nights?
I don't know that it's changed a whole lot, but I definitely feel like there's a positive vibe around the school, around the program, and that's always a good thing. Hopefully that continues here as we finish up our season. But if I had to sum it up in one word, it would be a positive one.
Now, do you feel personally the turnout at the games has been better?
Yeah. Well, our crowds have been great. I know those first two games, Aliquippa and Freeport, it was standing room only. There wasn't, I sit up in the press box, so as I was making my way up there, I kind of always scanned the bleachers there, and there wasn't an empty seat to be had. Now as the weather got a little bit colder, it's trailed off a little bit, but I would say our games are, when we go on the road, I'm always, looking at the bleachers, and I would think our crowds that we get at our stadium are much larger than the ones we play on in front of on the road.
Now, with as many people there as there has been, how much do you think that really affects the players when they're playing?
I think it helps. Anytime you get emotion, it can give you a little bit of a boost. Our student section has been great. I kind of get a chuckle out of some of the things that they've been doing. I think this is the most organized that group has been. I know Cam Sprankle has a lot to do with that, and I appreciate their efforts because it does give us a boost from time to time, especially when the ball's down in that scoreboard end and it's right in front of the student section. I think our players feed off the energy that they get from that student section.
Thank you, Coach. So I'm Connor Jacobs here with Zay Brown, and I just got a few questions for you today. Do you feel the student section is having a better turnout this year than last year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like last year, we've had a lot of conflicts with our student section, obviously, and we didn't have that much fans. And compared to this year, our very first home game against Aliquippa, it was packed and it was sold out. We had some of the Steelers come. There's a lot of people coming, and recently our student section's been pretty good.
Do you feel the student section affects you and your team's play?
Oh, of course. We are all it gets us really hype. Everything going. As soon as we get our crowd going and our team going, everything goes pretty good, pretty smooth.
So, what do you think affect the overall environment of Armstrong this year?
What do you mean about that?
Like last year, sometimes I know the playoff game came along and there wasn't as many people there in the student section. As the year went on, the attendance kind of died down. Yeah. So what do you think this year is causing more people to come to the games, more people to watch us online? What do you think is causing that?
Honestly, I think it's because of some of our clubs and stuff. Our school's turning around a lot. Our teams, obviously, we were good last year too, but this year we've been winning a lot of big games, and I think that's brought a lot of attention to everyone.
So I'm Connor Jacobs here with Cam Sprankle, one of the leaders of the student section, and today I'm going to ask her a few questions. So Cam, what do you think has changed this year to improve the atmosphere at Next Year Bank Stadium?
I would say the outcomes of the game, having an awesome team, and everyone's participation.
So going off of what you said about the participation, how do you think the participation has changed this year since last year, for example?
I think our senior class especially is super excited to just have an awesome senior year, so I think everyone is coming out for every single game, and it's really cool.
And now I gotta ask if you have any big plans for the playoffs.
Well, it's a surprise, but I will say that it'll be very exciting and very fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Connor, for the insight. We look forward to continue seeing all the great crowds for AHS sporting events. I'm Logan Timmons, and thanks for tuning in.